Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. I am the instructor of you all the courses. So recently I have updated the Springboot application project step-by-step tutorial. How to make the library management system and student management system, how to merge the table, how the relationships going on. We have talked about many things, okay, about Springboot application. In the now the real world, there are many companies they are choosing as a Spring Boot application. The Java is a very famous language in the world. You all know about that one. Okay, so Spring Boot is very simple. We have used. Okay, that is the best framework in the world with Java framework, which is a Spring Boot application compared to other Java frameworks. Okay, but very simple. There are many students who not aware about the Spring architecture. That's why they are make difficulty while writing the course. If you understand the Spring Boot application layer architecture well, you will be able to make the Spring Boot application programming very easily. So I already explained the layer architecture of Spring Boot application. Okay, now if you go for a framework, not only Java, there are many frameworks are there. If you go for the PHP, there is a Laravel is a famous framework. If you go for a Python, Django is a very famous framework, right? So every framework they work as a model view controller architecture. It's called as MVC. It's called as MVC, model view controller architecture. Okay. So Spring Boot as working as a model view controller architecture. Now you can see here, first if you make the RESTful API on Spring Boot application, how the RESTful API works. First, your front end tool, it may be a React or Postman or front end testing tool or Angular, whatever if it is. The front end, the data is coming via the DTO format. Okay, what is the DTO format? Okay, I will be roughly I will be telling that what's the DTO format. Okay, those who are not touch my library management system and student management system and my point of sale system of Spring Boot application, you can watch my video description below the video. So before that, you have to understand the layer architecture way. I again tell that Spring Boot layer architecture. Okay, right. I bring the video, just I'm going to explain. Okay, very clearly. Okay, you have to get the layer architecture way into your mind. You will be able to make the Spring Boot application very easily. Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I'm going to teach the working flow of the Spring Boot application architecture. So it's how the system works. This already I have explained this diagram, but I am not explained with practical. So you can see let's explain quick brief of this architecture. This is a front end tool. It may be the Angular or Postman. What the data is coming as a DTO format, it passing to the controller passing to the service passing to the repository passing to the data source. This is how it's working. Okay, so here you can see this is the simple Spring Boot layer architecture. Controller will be passing to the service passing to the repository, it will be passing to the data source via the entity format. Okay, the data source may be a MySQL or PostgreSQL or MongoDB. Okay, right. So this is simple architecture you have to keep in your mind. Controller passing to the service passing to repository passing to the data source. Okay, right. Now you can see this is your which is Postman. Okay, so here we have our post API make as localhost. This is our port. This is API version same. Okay, this is the API. I have make it as our controller API version auth. Okay, so data is coming where from the DT. Okay, DT format. Front end is which one? Testing purpose, we are using the Postman. Okay. So once you click save button, you can save added successfully. So how the things works, you can see first this is the DTO. The record is sending the DTO format. So here, if you send it here, you can see we have implemented the DTO author save DTO. The author save DTO you can see here only the one field. The same API you have written here. What's the name you have written here? This is the data. This data is going to here. This save DTO where data is coming. Passing to where author controller. If you write the save endpoint. So here, if you are calling what is this author save DTO. You will create the object. This what's the name you are sending. This name will be passing to where, as we saw, control will be passing to where service. Okay, service is a interface. So I just write, that's why I have written here as interface. Okay, so you can see service I'm going to create as a interface. Here is interface. Interface only that we have to implement. Only that we have written the implementation is we have created the service IMPL class. Okay, so here, right? So here, what I did here is now you can see the lake flow. It's called service. Service cannot add the data directly. We need a repository. Repository. What is the meaning of repository? This is the query management system. Query management system. If you want to, we don't have to write down the code. So insert into author. This is name. We don't need this all the codes which manage the JPA repository. This JPA repository, as you can see, if you hold on the control key down and click on this, all the SQL methods reside on here. This build up this all the JPA repository, this library manage all the SQL queries. You don't need to write. This ORM tool can manage. Okay, repository. Okay, so here you can see here repository can return the code to return the write the code. You can call it. So there is a save method. What the data, what is the name is coming, we have saved the name. Okay, so here once the data is coming via the DTO format, it's coming there. DTO format, this format is coming data here to the service. Service, there is a method save. We can write the insert code, but we need to convert into entity format. Entity schema means this is entity schema or the schema. This is we already, when you create the table, this is the schema. So we have to convert it this particular schema. So we have to, that's why we have convert here. So we have to call this entity name, entity class, create the object. Okay, so here what the data is coming, you have to get it here. Author save DTO dot get name is coming. This DTO we have to convert as a entity type. So we have to put it here. Now here author repo mean this is a repo object. Author repo, the save method. What's the data it will be putting to this author here. If you call it here, the record is set. Okay, that's how we have did it here. Front end, what's the data is coming from the front end is passing to controller, controller passing the service passing the repository to return, write the code insert into. So here it will be return the code successfully, but we have to convert into the entity type. Convert into the entity type means here we have in between these two layers we have an entity. So here we have to convert for the data is coming. It will be convert here entity type and make save. That's it. I hope you guys will understood things. You have to go for this document. You will be easily learn what's a springboot application. Thank you.